The Hawaiian Comedian presents. I've been doing comedy for over 23 years. And I've been on the road. I've been in different cities. I've been different things like that.
We're here to talk about everything, man. The topics you talk about with your friends, your family, questions you got for us. Twitty in the city.
Aloha.
Twitty in the city. First of many, baby. I'm your host, Twitty, obviously. I got my main man over here. I'm going to call him THC, the Hawaiian Comedian.
Yeah.
What's good, bruh?
Good, man. Nothing. Everything is good.
Heck yeah, man.
Good vibe.
First of many. Heck yeah. Appreciate you writing the check for me, big dog.
Bro, I'm telling you, man, like you came up with this idea and I was like, you know what? I like this. I was very interested in it when you said it. Now, I've been doing comedy for over 23 years. And I've been on the road. I've been in different cities. I've been different things like that. So just talking with you, I was like, you know what? I like that idea. I like about, Twitty in the city. Like it sounds like it should be. It should already be a show.
It
sounds
rhymes.
like.
So yeah, like I said, the Hawaiian Comedian presents. This is Twitty in the city, first of many. You're basically looking at two dudes that met each other. You're going to hear our story.
Woo.
And we're here to talk about everything, man. The topics you talk about with your friends, your family, questions you got for us, we ain't going to be scared to answer them. So automatically get in that comment section, getting them DMs, like and subscribe because we're here for the long haul. And like I said, starting out, I think I'm going to let you go first because you got to Idaho first. This is where we're at. This is where we live now.
Mm-hmm.
And let's explain how you got to Idaho.
Wow, man, this is a story. I don't even know if the podcast is long enough for this yet.
We'll figure it out.
No, when I first got out here, I mean, I am Hawaiian. My family is Hawaiian. I am of Hawaiian descent. I was born and raised in California. I was born in San Diego, raised in the Bay Area, California, Vallejo, California, right outside of Oakland, Richmond, San Francisco, right outside the Bay, and trying to stay alive in California, like just trying to stay where you could actually afford rent and still buy groceries and stuff like that was just hard. And I got 4 kids, so like I pretty much was like I was drowning in debt. I was back and forth. I was evicted twice.
What?
I was evicted twice
with the kids.
With the kids, I was evicted twice. I met a comedian that was out here already, and they had a house out here that I could get into, and I was like, you know what? It was going to be cheaper in rent. It was going to be cheaper in there. I knew nobody in Idaho except for him. Me. I knew nobody. I came out this way. When I first got out here, I was excited. Like when I first got out here, and I got the kids situated in school and everything, and I was getting excited because like I wasn't used to people driving past me and waving.
Yeah,
that was something that I never had that in California.
That is not a big city thing.
I mean, in California, when people wave, it wasn't with their hand. It was with other appendages. but like I came out here to Idaho. I started working. I mean, I understand that most Idahoans don't like Californians. We are told this daily. It took me about 2 to 3 years to learn how to say Boise correctly.
Oh yeah.
But I learned how to say Boise. I just spell it Boyce.
That's a true test, though. If you say that, you're pretty much in the clear.
Almost. But then they start throwing other cities at you when you get here. You don't learn that till later. You start learning about cities that rhyme with the word tuna.
Oh yeah, we'll have to have a lesson. That'll be an episode.
I'm telling you. But when I got out here, I started to go. I found a job and like I really liked it. Stayed with it for a while. And
so, what year was this? What year did you move out? This would have been.
I moved out here 2012.
Ooh.
So I have been here now for 12 years. Actually, I think I'm more of Idahoan than most people's kids. Like I think I've been here longer than your kids have been here. So they can't be more Idaho than me.
Yeah, that's true.
But
12 years.
12 years.
Okay, big dog.
Well, I mean, it's not that much of a big story, but I mean, like, I came out here, I started doing comedy, and I was already established as a comedian in California, and then when I came out here, I was headlining the local spots that they had here in Boise and in Meridian and in Nampa. And I still do local shows around the area here and there.
Yeah,
most of the time I go on the road because that's where you actually get paid to do comedy. You don't get paid if you stay in your own house. But like, once I got established here, then this almost became like the central point because instead of just being on the coast, now I'm able to go to Utah and I'm able to go to Washington and I'm able to go to Montana and I'm able to go down to Nevada and I can move out instead of just being in one spot in Cali where I had to go from that central spot to try to hit all these different states.
Yeah.
I was never central of any of those states. So now I am, but yeah. Came out this way, and now I got out of my 4 kids, 3 of my kids are serving. So, yeah, I needed to get them out. That's how you get. I'm gonna tell you, people at the house. If you got kids and you ain't got rid of your kids yet, and your kids still in the house, and they, 20 years old, 19 years old, 22 years old. If they're already 35, you lost. But if you in that area, people like, Sean, how did you get your kids out of the house? I got them orders. That's how I got them out. They gotta leave. If they stay, I'm calling them to come pick them up. I'm like, nope, they try to go AWOL right here on my couch. Get them.
Straight snitching.
Yep.
That's what's up. So, yeah. So, obviously, I met you at, we work in radio. I'm going to just put it out there. But we talk about it's funny being in Idaho. So, I'm the confusing one. So, most people think I'm from Cali.
See, this is where you got, when you first told me about this is where I was like, what?
Yeah, so everybody thinks you're either from Cali, Oregon, Vegas, Arizona.
Right.
I hit them with the East Coast, baby. 757 all day. I'm from Virginia. And they don't know what to do. They're like, oh, we don't have a lot of people from Virginia.
No.
So we cool with you.
It's like anybody from the East usually makes their way towards like Wyoming or Nebraska, and then they stop. They don't go further than that.
Yeah, but I'm born and raised, baby. 757 Virginia. Technically, I am a military kid, so I got dual citizenship. I was born in Gießen, Germany.
That was the part of the story I was waiting for. Because when you told me that, I was like, what?
Yup. So, yeah, I was only there 6 months. Don't ask me to speak German. Can't do it anymore. Want to go back. But, yeah, I was there for 6 months. Pops and my granddad, they were both Navy. And then, yeah, if you know Virginia, Portsmouth, Newport News, it's pronounced Suffolk and Norfolk. There's no folk. It is the F-U-K.
Really?
That is, yeah, Norfolk, Suffolk. It's not Norfolk or Suffolk.
See, that's what we say on this side.
Nope.
See,
you put a U, but it's spelled O-L. It's Norfolk, Suffolk.
So you move from an area that has cities that got to be pronounced in a way that nobody else pronounces them unless they live there, to another city that the only people that live here pronounces it the way that it's supposed to be.
Exactly. That's why I fit in so well. So, yeah, I'm from Virginia. I'm an only kid, and no, I'm not spoiled. I was one of 15 cousins.
No, I know this.
So I was around my cousins. I was the third or fourth oldest, but I was around them. Much love to my grandma, Katie. She whooped all our asses every day. Had to go get the switch, learn what it was to be a hardworking person. My grandparents loved me, but they didn't spoil me. And so, yeah, just being in Virginia, being on the East Coast, being a part of 13 colonies, I saw Virginia wasn't going to grow anymore. I mean, hell, we built all the land we could on. Like,
right.
Else to grow and expand.
Right.
And I've always been an adventure kid, so I was like, I don't know, let's just start heading west. So, football kid.
Oh, you got a little bit of pioneer in you. Then that's what it was. We're going west.
My Christopher Columbus. I was just gonna see what happens. So, graduate high school 2010. And I was going to go, my philosophy is always this, man. I go where the money is. And so for me out of college, that was to get a football scholarship.
Well, I was going to say, that kind of sounds like a Richard Sherman move right there.
Yeah,
like, you just
I go where the money is. So I ended up playing football, Division II Northwestern in Iowa. That's where I met my wife. Yes, I'm taken happily, coming up on 6.5. Yeah, 6.5 years. But we met in college. I was young and dumb, so we broke up. Luckily, she gave me a second chance. Get done with college. So I'm in the Midwest, whitest town you can think of. So I learned a lot about myself and how to communicate with people, be knowledgeable.
Where was this at?
Orange City, Iowa.
Orange City, Iowa.
Literally, it would be like, I put it to you like this.
That's like the state that gets confused with this state.
Yes, Iowa.
Yeah.
Flat, corn. That's about it.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's true.
So, yeah, I graduated there from 2014, and I got a bachelor's in communication. And then I start heading, directions. South? Nope, I head north to Nebraska, Omaha, Nebraska. And that's where I get started in my radio career. And during that time, I lived there. My wife was back here in Idaho. She was born and raised here. So that's how I tell people I have knowledge here, because she was from Weiser, Idaho. small.
No, that's Idaho.
Yeah.
Idaho. Yeah.
If you don't know where that's at, you from Idaho, I got to take your Idaho card
all day. You got to. You got to.
And some people don't like that. Some of them respect it. They're like, oh, I'm like, yeah, Weezer, baby. That's that Cambridge Council area.
As soon as you go over that bridge.
Yep. You know.
Yep.
So we get married. We reconnect. I'm in radio trying to work my way up the ranks. And then 2017, I propose. And then 2018, we get married. Not where I'm supposed to be as far as my career, not ready to move to a state that I don't have no connections and don't have a resume stacked up enough yet. Because, it's just how I was raised. You're going to get married. You take care of your family and you make sure you always got a plan. Right. So we stay out in Nebraska. Luckily, I had a couple of buddies out there until 2020. Moved during the pandemic, but it was because my boss at the time at the radio station, I wanted to be the program director. And he looked at me and was like, nobody will hire you for the lack of knowledge you have for the amount you want to get paid.
He said, he used the word lack of knowledge.
Yes.
Man, that right there, just anybody that says that to somebody, like, you just asking for a fight.
Right.
Like, you just telling somebody you ain't, the reason why, because you're not studying. What?
Yeah.
What?
But, it was cool, though. I took it on the chin, and my wife knew. I'm a positive guy. Like, okay. Nothing can get me down. And I had told her, I'm thinking, we'll stay, like, for 2-3 years. I went home that day. My wife's a teacher. And I told her, I said, when the school year is over, we out. And she looked at me like, what? What you mean out? I said, we're moving to Idaho. Are you sure? Oh, yeah. I'm putting my 2 weeks in a week.
Damn.
Yeah. It was a great feeling, though. I put my 2 weeks in. That same boss that told me that I basically was nothing, he dropped the F-bomb 15 times. And not in like a good way. It was a bad way, which gave me the validation that you need me. And you thought I was just going to sit here and stay and just accept this position when I know I can be better. That was the biggest win. Yes, I was going somewhere. I ain't had no job yet. I ain't know what I was going to do, but I knew I was leaving somewhere where they knew what they lost.
Gotcha.
And so for me, that was the win. Like, yeah, I would have loved to stay in there and run that station, but the fact that I was leaving and he knew he messed up and everybody around me was like, good for you, man. So moved during the pandemic. Obviously, ain't nobody hiring. So shout out to my father-in-law. He helped me. I worked for the family business doing social media, doing little podcasts like this for them.
Okay.
And then this is where you and I meet, and this is where I figured out I didn't realize I was getting tested. But in 2021, I get hired by the current radio station we're at, and there you go. That's how me and Mr. HC met. And on the first freaking day, this dude.
Hey, I had to.
You ain't have to.
No, I'm telling you something. I had to, and I'm gonna tell you why I had to. Is that the music that comes out of that station? I liked it. I've always liked it. That's one of the reasons when I moved out here to Idaho, the first thing I did was look for that station. I was looking for a station that played that genre of music.
Yeah.
So when I came out here, and then I started, I was like, come on, we gotta push. And it was just quiet. A lot of great program directors that came through there, and all of them friends. It was just quiet, and I was like, man. And then when you came in, you was a little loud, and you was a little loud. Like, I know when you say, I ain't scared, I ain't like this, I ain't like that, and you come in there and you like, even if you, and when you say that, when I'm mad, you don't you won't really know it. Like, I kind of know when you're to that point where you mad because I watch you like take that breath.
Oh yeah.
And I watch you just go like, it ain't gonna penetrate my aura right now, but I know it's there.
Oh yeah.
Like, and it's funny because when I see that, like, I'm former Marine, so like I've always been taught how to work under pressure. I've always taught that, and it's kind of fun watching, because from your age to my age, I mean, I'm an old man, so I like to see your generation kind of sweat.
Oh yeah.
Like, and I like that. But when I met you, you was like, what's up? Like, you was ready to go. You was already hard charging. And I was like,
that's that athlete in me. I'm a dog.
And that's good. But the Marine in me was like,
he gonna break.
No, I gotta test him. He gonna come break. You gonna come in this loud? Oh, no.
Well, first of all, you walk, so I'm in my cubicle and I'm doing my thing, and HC over here I might have been day 2 on the job. It's just all up in my grill.
Mm-hmm.
So what you gonna do? What you want to do? What you want to do? I'm like, bro, I don't know you. I'm not gonna tell you my playbook. I don't even know. I can't even remember your name and the other 5 people I just met. Like, so he's up in my cubicle, just all up in my grill, and I'm like, we gonna see. And he's like, bullshit. I knew it because you was just all up on me. I'm like, this dude just wants to know my plan, but I ain't gonna tell nobody the plan till I figure out what I got here.
Like I like the way that our people in our group, we work together. I like all that stuff. So like, if you coming in hard charging, the first it's kind of like you jumping into my platoon. If you jump into my platoon, you be like, okay, I'm part of your platoon now. I'm like, you just ain't gonna walk up in here. And be like, I'm gonna just march with y'all. Nah, you got to do some shit first.
Right. Well, you didn't know either. I came from your platoon in Omaha working on radio.
Correct.
So we got this big haunted attraction out here, and biggest in the 208. Basically, what we get, I don't know, 400-500 tickets.
Yep.
And I get hired, and there's 2 weeks left until the thing is over.
Yep.
And so I go to HC. I'm like, hey, what we got to give away? And he just like we ain't even friends. Just turns around, hands me, you got 400. Good luck. And then just turns back around.
Yep, it was 200 pairs.
I don't get what it is. How do we usually do it? No, nothing. Just here you go. Goodbye.
He was so hard charging. He came in like, I don't need no instructions. When you get that thing at the house and you don't even look at it. You don't even look at the instructions. You just open it and start building it. That's how you came on. You came on like, I don't need the instructions. And it was like, okay, all you need is the end route. Now, let me tell you something. Not only did he get it out in 2 weeks, he got it out in less than 2 weeks.
Oh, yeah.
Then he helped out other folks get theirs out so that we can get all of them out. It was the first year that I didn't have anything left over.
I took it personal. I was trying to come up in there not being personable.
Nope.
But you made it personal.
Yep.
If you would have handed me those and been like, you got 400, figure it out, but this event is you just think you gave me nothing.
Nothing. You were so hard charging, you jumped on my field and grabbed the football and ran out on the field like, yeah, we scoring touchdowns. I was like, yeah, let them go.
But I took
7 people with no blockers.
But yeah, I got it done. And ever since then, it's been challenge after challenge, but it's been grind after grind. And that's why I mess with HC.
And I tell you, it got to a point where like, and it wasn't even that long. It was maybe a year when you hit your year mark. Where I just looked at you and I was like, you know what? If you dig in a hole, I'll move the dirt.
Yep.
And you just looked at me and I was like, dog, everything you said, you've done. Everything you said you was going to do, you did. If somebody put a task on you, you got it done. But there's still more to do.
Oh, yeah.
A lot more
There's still more to do, which is exciting. It's fun. But yeah, here we are, 2024. That's how me and HC met. And this has been one of those tasks. It was one of those tasks. I think I brought it up to you in like 2020.
Oh.
End of 2021, going to 2022.
Yep.
And you were like, I'm just waiting on you.
Yep.
And I was like, yeah,
Yep.
That might have been the first time you might have started losing a little bit of doubt in me.
No. And that's what's funny. I never did because I know some folks, and you're kind of like me. Like you would take something and you would look at something and it's going to take a minute because you got to look at it from every single angle.
Yep.
You're not one of them folks that just comes in, looks at it head on and says, okay, this is what I'm doing. Because most of the time that you don't see this coming left, you don't come right. So I was like, okay, he'll come back to it because like I said, you never have said you were going to do something and didn't do it. So I always put it off as okay, nope. He probably hit a snag or something came in where he was like, I don't know about this yet. So he's got to work around that. And and I totally get that because that's how I survived in 23 years of stand-up comedy.
Right.
I walked through all types of walks of life going through that and through the military. But it's like it's when you said you're gonna do something, you've always done it. And then when you brought it up, that's why the minute you brought it up again and you said, let's go, I'm like, dude, I've been in the corner. Just snacking on popcorn box empty.
You had that camera angle. We need to get it. Cross your arms. When I came to him, he was stood up and he looked at me and he did that. And the words that came out of HC's mouth was, "Don't be playing with me."
Yep.
That was, you wasn't are you sure? It was like, don't play with me.
Because the same time you was going back and trying to find every angle, I was doing the same shit. I was back doing the same angles, and I mean, maybe I came to a conclusion a little quicker, but it wasn't much longer that I was like, okay, maybe he's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. Then you came to me as soon as you said it. Yo, P. What?
You had that look.
What?
You had that look of like, it took you long enough. I've been sitting over here. I done got the seat ready.
Oh, yeah.
I done went and got the car polished.
The minute you said, hey, let's do this. And I was like, yo, got the domain.
You did. I was like, how'd you buy? He was like, I bought them all.
Done.
.com.net.org.
Got them.
Got them all. Yo, but man, again, first of many, Hawaiian Comedian Entertainment presents the Twitty in the City.
Twitty in the City.
First of many. Getting them comments, man. We got more that you're going to start hearing our stories, sharing with us, understanding. Again, anything you want to ask, we ain't scared. What's our phrase? I ain't scared, Tupac.
I ain't scared, Tupac.
That's our phrase. We ain't scared. Getting them DMs, getting the comments, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. And until next time, first of many, Twitty in the City.
Aloha.